What's up, guys? Potbelly Pigs for Life here, and today is the 3-year anniversary of Planet Zoo. Man, I can't believe it's been 3 full years of Planet Zoo. So, happy 3-year anniversary, Planet Zoo. It's been an incredible 3 years of getting all sorts of content for the game. And so, as you guys see before me, we have got a 3-year anniversary update, adding the red deer, which, I mean, yes, it's a bit of a mundane animal, but, like, still, like, I am psyched about this animal. And so, much like we did last year, I am going to give you a tour of something that I made behind the scenes. So this zoo right here is called Barefoot Zoo, which, so Barefoot, I'm pretty sure, is the Ukrainian word for refuge, and I made this alongside the Europe pack, and I have not gone back to it ever since. It's been like almost a year since I visited this zoo, and so, yeah, so we're gonna go and take a look at the zoo. I'm going to give you guys a tour, and we're going to add in not only the red deer, but also the red fox, because red foxes also lived in Europe and Asia. Alright, so kicking things off, so this zoo not only has animals from the Europe pack, but it has animals from Europe in general. So, when you first walk into this zoo, the entrance is very Scandinavian themed, or like themed around Norway and Sweden. So if we go this way, right over here, we have got the Arctic fox. We actually have a few Arctic foxes in here. I added in quite a lot of rock work. I added a little river, which, man, I actually really enjoy this river. And there's like a little place for hard shelter. Man, I love this thing. Oh yeah, I also got a melanistic Arctic fox. So yeah. So then right across the way, we have got the moose. So yeah, so I did like a lot of like unique rock work and like terrain work and all sorts of other stuff. Looks like one of our moose is maturing. Let's see. Okay, so it's a female, so she can stay. And then right over here, we have got some reindeer. Loads of reindeer. Like, I bought, like, a lot of reindeer in this zoo. Like, it's crazy. And then right up here, and then right up this hill, there's an exhibit too. So right up here, go up the hill. And right here, we have got a timber wolf exhibit. And now, this habitat is heavily inspired off of the wolf exhibit at the Stone Zoo, where, like, it's going up a hill, and, like, yeah, we got a wolf here. Okay, and so the way this zoo is designed is that there's a long sort of main street, a bit like in Jurassic World, where there are, like, shops. You can see the moose and all sorts of stuff. There's a little ski lift area, or suspended gondola, whatever you want to call it. But right over here, we've got last habitat for the gray seals. And I also did a bit of work here, adding a ramp. And like doing some work with like some like terrain brush work. It actually looks not half bad. Alright, So that's it for this section. So next, you get on the ski lift. Alright, and so you get off right over here. And this area is themed around the Alps. So right over here we've got some Eurasian lynx. Oh yeah, and here we've got the fire salamander. We got European badger exhibits. These ones, like, these habitats, like, really aren't my best work. So we're probably gonna fix those. Right up here, we have got a little garden for the alpine ibex. I'm probably also going to get rid of this because, I've got a pretty decent plan. So, you'll just have to wait and see. And right over here, we have got some fallow deer. Up, and we've got one taking a dip. Oh my gosh, we got so many. We got so many babies. So, anywho, so right over here, let's see. Oh, I see what the problem is. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of ibex. Here, so let's release you to the wild. That's better. Okay. So here's the plan. So the plan is we're going to move the European badgers and the fallow deer, and we're going to make a section right over here for animals that live in the Isle of Man. So that is the big island of Great Britain. So let's see. I also want to see, there's quite a lot of animals in this game that start with the word red. So I want to see, we got red deer, red fox, red kangaroo, red panda, red ruffed lemur, red crowned crane, and red-eyed tree frog. Completely forgot about the red-eyed tree frogs. I don't really use, like, exhibit animals that much. Yes, they can coexist with the European fallow deer, but I think instead I'm gonna put the red deer in the Alps section. Give the Alps a bit of representation, because once we move the badgers and the fallow deer, there aren't going to be much animals here. So we might as well put the red deer in the Alps section, just this once. And then right over here we'll have a section for Great Britain, which will have more viewing for the gray seals, because gray seals also live in Britain. Hang on. Yeah, temperate continent, Europe. That will make our lives a whole lot easier. Gray seal, yeah, they live along the coastlines of the British Isles. So do the badgers, the fallow deer. Yes, the red deer do live here too, but you know what? Like I said, we'll put them in the Alps because I can and I will. And the red fox. You can see right here they live in the British Isles. Alright, so yeah, we've got quite a bit of work to do. So, let's get right to it. Man, I must say, this place looks incredible. So, alright, so to start, we've expanded the moose enclosure over here. There's now a train running through it. We've got, I did a bit of rock work, like I've been doing with Samurai Sanctuary. And you can see there's a little tunnel right here. Alright. And so I also made this path up to the Timberwolf enclosure a lot wider, and I fixed the terrain because the terrain was like very like rigid. It's still like not the best, but you know what? It's better than it was, I'll tell you that. We got a nice view of the caribou, or well, reindeer. They're called reindeer in like Europe and Asia. And as you can see, there is no way of them getting out. And it looks amazing. And so we got the train track running through there, and then what I also did is I made this tunnel. This tunnel's incredible. Like, okay, so most habitats I barely had to change. Like, some I didn't even change at all. Like the Arctic fox enclosure stayed the same. The Timberwolf enclosure stayed mostly the same. I did have to like get rid of the habitat gate, and then like what we had for the moose enclosure originally stayed the same too. So it goes through here. Right over here there's a bridge going to the ski lift. Really quickly, what I might do is I might add like some more buildings, some more like Scandinavian buildings. Oh yeah, there we go. 'Tis the season. Well, I mean, it's November, but Christmas is getting closer. Anywho, so, you could either take the train, or you could go on this little path. I did have to change the gray seal enclosure a little bit. I made the ramp closer to the edge of the exhibit, so that way it could be more accessible to the seals. So there's this path going along here, and we have entered the main British Isle, which is not called the Isle of Man. I'm pretty sure that it's actually called like just the island of Britain, because Great Britain refers to the big island. So if we go into the map, what I said earlier in the video is not true, so don't listen to me earlier in the video. So right here, this is Britain. This big island is Britain. But Britain, including I forget what it's called, but the little like area in Ireland is the United Kingdom. Okay, so I wanted to make this area of the zoo a bit more like, I want to theme this around like rural England, so that's why I used the classic theme for like many of the buildings. So like we got some shops, we got donut shop, and we got coffee, we got some toilets, got some azalea bushes, we got a nice view of the gray seal enclosure, and we got an equally nice view of the European badger enclosure. So this is where guests could either go on the train or get off the train. I have it paused for now so that way it doesn't lag. Oh yeah, and also this, I believe, is Looney Balloons. Yes, it is. And we have got our anniversary balloons. We got anniversary tiger balloon, anniversary red panda balloon, anniversary giraffe balloon, and anniversary chimpanzee balloon, because that was another thing added in the update. So you go over the bridge, right in here, we've got the red fox enclosure, and, ooh, anniversary balloons. But anyway, let's see if we can find the red fox. Ooh, one of them's in the burrow. Where's the other one? Oh, there you are. Just checking, you aren't able to get out. No, you're not able to get out. Alright, anywho, moving on. And so, right over here, I decided to theme this off of, like, rural England, or, like, rural Great Britain, or UK, whatever you want to call it. We got loads of sunflowers, and we've got some tomato plants. Man, just like home. Yeah, my grandparents grow a lot of tomatoes. That's how you know that I'm Italian. We got some chief beef over here. Got some vending machines. And as you can see, I used some of the new Twilight buildings. So I used this windmill. I used this little shop thing. There's some benches over here. And we got a staff center. You can also tell that I went ham with the foliage. And then right over here, we've got a walkthrough exhibit for the fallow deer. So, right over here. Oh yeah, and you also got some cameras of the burrows. We got huge family gathering in the European badger burrow, and we've just got someone deciding to sleep in, because, I mean, hey, foxes are nocturnal. So, anyways, so we got the, it's like a walkthrough, exhibit. So, I decided to, like, flip this around, because I could not get the, like, whole, shop to fit in there. So, right over here, we got an info center. Now, the idea is this is where people would get feed for the European fallow deer, so that way they could give it to them. And so the train would go, like, around, and we go under the tunnel, and then, yeah, we went over the whole, like, thing. So then, if you want to get to the other section, you would cross this bridge. You would get on the thing, the ski lift, or, well, suspended gondola, whatever you want to call it. And you would go all the way up. Yeah, it's a bit barren over here because I couldn't fit any foliage. And right over here, we have got the Alps. So barely anything has changed here, other than the fact that we added loads more buildings. We got, like, the shops, but, like, the habitats stayed mostly the same. This is still the Eurasian lynx enclosure. The only thing we did change is that this area right here, which used to be the, it used to be the European badger exhibit. Oh, no. But instead, it is the, I decided to combine the two habitats, the Alpine Ibex habitat, with the old European badger habitat to make one giant habitat. Oh yeah, and I also did some rock work over here too. Now for the one thing that you guys came here for, let's add the newest addition to the game, the red deer. Ah, here they are. The red deer. Ooh. Ooh. No way. Oh my gosh. They pretty much got this whole habitat all set. Wow. Alright. But you know what? Let's just take a minute to just watch these guys because, man. So we got the two females, and the male hasn't arrived yet. But yeah, these guys are actually, like, completely all set with their habitat. Only thing is I might move this thing. Like, so that way it's over here. Ah, there he is. Manny the reindeer. Or, well, Manny the red deer, should I say. Yeah, a lot of people classify all deer as, like, reindeer. That is far from the truth. But man. Oh, and people can get, like, a good view, like, eating at the restaurant. They can get a nice view of the deer. Man, I think I'm just gonna take a few minutes to, like, look at these things. I mean, they're very common, like, yeah. You know, I might add them to Samurai Sanctuary. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'll add them to Samurai Sanctuary. Yeah, man, look at these things. They're just, like, gorgeous. So majestic. Oh, and their habitat looks great. Sniffing the tree. Oh, that's such cool behavior. That is, like... Man, honestly, like... It's not, like, the most interesting animal, like... Compared to, like, you know, giraffes and, like, elephants. But you know what? This is, like... It's still, like... In my opinion, it's still, like, really... an awesome animal. Oh, I mean, look at this thing. Man, I gotta say, I can be here all day just to watch this deer. But that, I think, is going to wrap up today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If so, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more Minecraft, Planet Zoo, and Jurassic World Evolution 2 content. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.